Hey guys, I'm Video Otaku, and in this video, I'm going to be disclosing certain things. Certain things I wish upon nobody. As of yesterday, the 19th of January 2022, my family and I, my entire household and I, got told that we have till February 1st to be completely up and out of this house with all of our belongings. We are getting evicted. It's not fair. I don't wish this upon anybody. Now, in this video, I'm going to be disclosing what happened in the courtroom. I'm going to be disclosing what happened leading up till then. Do I think my grandmother should put Marie's ass on blast on the news? Yes, I do. Because Marie has done nothing but discriminate against my grandparents except since she took ownership of the park. So, flashback to November 16th of 2021. We get this initial paperwork saying that we had to do this, and this for the outside of the house. And it's a lot more than what, the owners of the park usually complain about. So we had to take down one of the two sheds, one of which I completely paid for, out of pocket, when I was still collecting unemployment benefits. Yeah, that nice couple extra $100 from unemployment really came in handy. It really did. So, we start working on the house around the beginning of December, doing whatever we could. One of the sheds had to be taken down. The sides of the house needed to be power washed. They were complaining about rocks by the side of the fucking porch. Which I was just like, okay, we could take care of the rocks, even though I don't see why it's a problem, because it's part of the garden. Also, we got complaints about, mowing the lawn a lot, but that's because the previous tenants who owned this house placed down 25 pounds of fertilizer all over the entire fucking yard, so every 1.5 to 2 weeks, we'd have to mow the lawn. So, that's out of our hands. We can't really control that. My grandmother's wife, who is 70 years old, was out doing most of the work around the house. And Araya, Nick, and I, Araya, my girlfriend, and Nick, my roommate, and I, and Sharon, too, in her power chair, did all we could around the house. Around the outside of the house to make sure that it was, up to standard so we could stay. And, our efforts were futile. So, when we received the initial paperwork in November, both Sharon and Joyce were bedridden with COVID. And there was nothing they could really do around the outside of the house without getting worse or possibly catching their death. And so I see the issue, but everything had to be done by December 31st. We ended up getting a court summons for eviction. My grandmother went to the court summons with her wheelchair, stopped the eviction process for a little bit to give us a little more time to get stuff taken care of around the house. We replaced some of the skirting. We power washed the ramp, painted the front door, power washed the sides of the house, took care of any overgrowth that was near the AC unit, the porch, the deck, took care of all of that. Took care of the overgrowth on the dead hydrangea bush by the fucking deck, too. Took care of the sides of the sheds. Made sure that there was nothing, I don't know how to put it. There was a lot of clutter by the sides of the deck But, like, there was nothing. Granted, this trailer is close to 30 or over 30 years old. The previous tenants lived in this house for 10 years. We've lived in it for 18. Do the math. That's 28 years of love and life that happened in this house. And we couldn't do anything. So, flash forward to the 19th, which was yesterday. My grandmothers go into the courtroom. My grandmother takes her power chair, no less, to try to get, the whole sympathy, empathy, benefactor from the judge. And it was it was working until Marie opened her fat fucking mouth. Also, Marie, if you're watching this, if you think that my grandmothers and I are ever going to recommend your fucking neighborhood to anybody after this, you can go fuck yourself. Because we're going to make sure that nobody wants to rent a fucking trailer from you. Actually, nobody can rent trailers from you anymore because you made them all not even rent to own anymore, which was why so many people loved living here. But now since you've taken over, you're just a cunt. You're a vindictive cunt. You need to fuck off and leave people the fuck alone. Especially when you're going to discriminate them from the moment you met them and do everything in your power to make sure that they are out of your fucking trailer park. This is a trailer park. We don't need no fucking homeowners association, so fuck off with that bullshit. Let's see. I started packing up yesterday, and I got some of my stuff moved into my friend's house, into his basement. I've got like 8 decent-sized boxes of my stuff in his house now. And we're gonna be working on getting a lot more stuff moved. For Mia, Rhea, and Nick, we have a temporary situation. My grandmothers, however, are gonna be potentially moving back up to Rhode Island with my mother. Because my mother is driving down tomorrow, the 21st, to come help with packing and moving. So, what happened in the courtroom was Marie never took or had her little lackeys take any recent photos of the house. So she falsified evidence just to get us out. We had done so much work on the house. So much. And so she even claimed denial that Sharon and Joyce had talked to John, who is her desk jockey, who sits behind the desk at the main office building for this neighborhood. She claimed denial that we told John that we were working on the house. It's just that when we received the initial paperwork with a list of things to do, my grandparents had COVID. And the fact that my grandparents are handicapped and working on the house just shows great strides of what we would do to keep this place. Because this is our home. So Marie falsified evidence in the court. The judge really wanted to give us more time than what Marie was allowing. And the judge couldn't do anything. It was out of their hands. It was. Completely out of it. But, even Marie's lawyers were pissed with her. I don't blame them. I don't. I don't know what her personal vendetta against my grandparents is, but, fuck you, Marie. Fuck you. So, that being said, I had a trip that I already paid for 5 days to go up to Chicago. I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go clear my head for a few days, but I'm coming back with somebody who could help us pack up and move, because they're built for work. They're built for this kind of thing. So they're gonna help us move. They're gonna help take care of whatever. I actually have several pieces of furniture that could get tossed right now, and so I'm just like, hey, this house just has so many memories for me. My first job, my first personal business. I started selling my art in this house. I started, trying to make a life for myself in this house. So much has happened here. And I was thinking about it yesterday. I was hit with this sudden realization that my home is being ripped from me. My whole world is crumbling down, and yet I'm trying to do anything and everything I can to stay optimistic and positive about the situation. I even made a post on my Snapchat saying, hey, getting evicted isn't fun, but I kind of like playing adult Tetris with trying to maneuver stuff into boxes so I can get it in my friend's house and maneuver stuff in his car. So there's that. That's always fun, I don't know what we're gonna do from here. All I know is I leave for Chicago today, the 20th. I'm only gonna be gone for 5 days. I'm gonna clear my head. I'm gonna come back with somebody who could help us move. And I have other friends who are more than willing to help move too. And I honestly couldn't ask for better friends. So, my lovely little weebs, this could very well be the last video on this channel in this house. I'm going to post a new video of mine, Araya's, and Nick's new place. We will be living with a beloved friend of mine who has talked to her husband and her housemates, and she's opening up her arms and her home to let us have a place to stay. It's a temporary situation for now. But the good thing is we get to keep Jedi. And I don't know if I've made any videos about Jedi, but Jedi unfortunately is the last living remainder of Araya's mother, who passed away in 2020. And we get to keep him. And Araya is beyond ecstatic about that. Unfortunately, we won't get to keep the turtles or the rabbit or any of the cats, because my friend's cats have strict diets and strict they're on a very specific time schedule for when they eat and whatnot and what they can eat. And bringing even just one more cat, I can't even have Jackie with me, which is rather unfortunate, because she's my personal emotional support animal, and she's been getting me through this. She has, and it's... Anyways. I will disclose more in another video. I will even disclose whether or not my grandmother decides to put Marie's ass on blast on the news. Because, Marie, you're a fucking cunt and you deserve it, and you can go fuck off. Fuck right the fuck off. There's a very special place in hell for people like you. Very fucking special, and you deserve to go there. So, to my wonderful friends and family who have been supporting this channel from the beginning, which started in this fucking house. 'Cause I started Video Otaku fucking 4 years ago. In this house. I started my brand in this house. I started my otaku beadworks company in this house. So much of life has happened in this house, especially for me, and it's... My whole world is crumbling apart, but I have structure because I have my loved ones, and I have a place to go, and my grandparents have a place to go. I'm not gonna be separated from my animals. I'm keeping Jedi. The only one I'm really concerned about being separated from is Jackie, and also Link. But, Marie, you're a fucking cunt-ass bitch who deserves to rot in hell for what the fuck you've done to my family. Fuck! Oh my god! There were so many other families in court for eviction dealing with Marie's bullshit too. She managed to work out deals with them. But us? No. Nuh-uh. Nah, that show isn't gonna fly. She's been wanting us out since the day she took ownership of this park. And that was years ago. So anyways, I'll record a new video from the new house. And even if I have to go to Rhode Island to help my grandparents with moving their stuff after, because like my next day of work is the 29th, which I'll be back from Chicago by then. I'll be back with Alex. If I need to drive up to Rhode Island with my parents, I'll do it. Just so I could help them. But again, Marie, you're a cunt who deserves to rot in hell for what you've done to my family. And you might end up on the news. Not in a positive way, though. It just depends on what my grandmother decides to do with all the information. And the fact that you falsified information in court, which is fucking illegal. But yet you don't care. You just wanted us out. And you wanted this house to be move-in ready by time you evicted us? There's so much shit wrong with this house because of how fucking old it is and how much has happened in this house. Life happened in this house, bitch. Life. And life, as we all know, is very unfucking predictable. Anything can happen. Keep that in mind, Marie. Anyways, like I've said before, this is probably going to be my last video on my Video Talking channel in this house. Anyways, from this location, this is the last time that Video Taku will be signing off. So to my lovely friends and family who have been supporting this channel from the beginning and supporting this family and whatnot and standing up for us with all the stuff that we've been going through as long as we've been going through it. Anything that's happened to us, thank you so much for your thoughts, your prayers, and everything. Thank you. You are loved, you are appreciated, and please continue to support not only myself and my channel, my brands, but please continue to show your love, support, and pray for my family as we go through these most trialing of times. So, this is Video Taku, signing off. Thank you guys for watching.